What's up, nerds? Today we're going to be doing another replay review. Actually, today I'm technically doing several replay reviews because I will be... Alright, nothing to break down there. Kickoff goal. I will be out of town this coming weekend, and some of you may have noticed that I have not been uploading quite as much the last couple of days. Had some friends over, had some kind of time off from the CRL space because it's a lot to keep up with at times. So I decided to take some time to just kind of be with friends for a few days and get back on the video recording train later, because videos, that's a clean shot. All right, first of all, because there are so many goals in the first 30 seconds of play, this is West Virginia versus St. Clair. This is an official CRL match. And let's watch Matt here. Great finds by Gyro, but man, Matt is nasty with that touch. That's crazy. I want to watch that from his perspective. Doesn't hesitate, runs straight downfield. Just maneuvers his car perfectly for that little nudge past the last man there. That is really nice. But anyway, okay. Let's watch Gyro, because I like Gyro, he's a cool guy. So I am going to be out of town this weekend. I was in town this past weekend just with friends, not recording, but still doing the occasional stream and cast, and it's a lot at times. The lack of a schedule is stressful at times. It's something that I still like most of the time, but it can lead me to feeling a little bit burnt out when it comes to all of the content that I'm trying to make and all of the results I'm trying to keep up with in CRL. So I decided I'm not going to stress myself out about it. I know you all that watch my YouTube, pretty chill people. I enjoy the comments. I enjoy the messages I receive on socials or on Discord or wherever. So I know you'll understand why I'm not recording every single day. So I hope from the bottom of my heart that you found something to watch while you eat your meals. That's not me for now, but this week you will have plenty to watch. I am pre-recording one video for the next 6 days. Today I'm recording like 4 videos, so that is what we're doing now. This is the first one. It's going up on today's Wednesday. Today's Wednesday the 15th. And first of all, if you're watching this before 7 p.m. Eastern time, I'll be streaming the CRL Open number 2. So definitely come hang out for that if you want to chat. It'll be more casting than watch partying, but I still enjoy both forms of broadcasting these events. So coming out for that. But yeah, 6 videos is what I'm forcing myself to do today because I am flying out. I'm flying out to San Diego for TwitchCon this weekend. So if you're at TwitchCon, San Diego, definitely stop by. Say hey. I don't know where I'm going to be in TwitchCon, but I will be at TwitchCon. Dang, 3-0. West Virginia taking it to St. Clair, and I see the lead doesn't hold. I do remember watching this one live, but this is impressive. And this was after West Virginia won game 1 pretty dominantly as well. Let me check on that. It was a 4-1 win for West Virginia. So they start this series off with a 7-1 run across a game and a half. I don't care who you are, that's tough to come back from. But St. Clair do have a go at it. You get one back and set up possession. But yeah, I'll be at TwitchCon doing some stage hosting. So I'm really looking forward to that. It was a nice little surprise. It wasn't meant to be there until the last week and a half is when that gig popped up. So if you like planning ahead, kind of like I do, I would not recommend getting into gig work. It is sometimes 2 months in advance, sometimes 2 days in advance when your next gig is. That's just the way it goes. And if you're not in a spot where you can be real choosy about which gigs you take and which ones you turn down, then you gotta go with the flow. Gotta deal with it. Oh, what a dunk. Oh, Gyro misses that. Okay, I do remember this one as well. I want to watch this from Gyro's perspective, which sucks because we were just on Gyro's perspective. So he gets dunked. And just kind of misses it. Doesn't have a ton of boost. Okay, he doesn't have boost, and this is something that didn't show on the broadcast when this happened. How much boost he had? 56. Oh well, I mean that's enough to make a play. Yeah, he just misses, but it's whatever. They end up recovering and keeping what was a 3-goal lead into a game to win. See how it ends. The last gasp of St. Clair here. Nice passing play, but too telegraphed, and Arju wasn't immediately set up for the counter. So that conceded space, and West Virginia can just end this game. Yeah, no control for St. Clair. And if you don't like spoilers, close your eyes. But this is not a no spoilers type of day, because we are looking at goals. I want to see the goals. You can see my replays are all... I named all of these, and it's just defaulted. The replays were frustrating me. But all right, let's start this thing off. St. Clair come out in game 3 of this series, down 0-2, and apparently force West Virginia to work hard on their goal line. I love these scramble sequences where it's like you got no boost, you're just trying to dive and react to shots on target. Those are some of my favorite goal line stands. As both a player of the game of Rocket League and as a caster, when it's just shot after shot and the defense somehow just is able to float long enough to get a touch, or feather their boost long enough to get a touch, or just dodge in time to block a shot. That is gorgeous. Oh my god, look at how many saves West Virginia makes. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 before the first goal is scored. St. Clair really just took a second to warm up into this match. It was pretty important as well. I'm pretty sure going into this CRL match, West Virginia was 2-1, and St. Clair were 1-1, if memory serves. All right, well that's an easy save. After that first sequence, that save feels like that's a bit of a letdown. I'll skip ahead a bit. Watch some more of these saves. Who's getting all of them as well? Let's see. That's pretty well distributed. All right. The pot shot, easy save. Gyro plays it out into space. Separates the ball from Arju. I can't believe West Virginia almost put up a defensive stand like that and still almost scored first. Sweaty game 3. I was in and out watching these live. I know I promised a watch party last week in one of my videos, but I was just like, man, I was exhausted after Saturday night. Did not end up watch partying. Had some chores to get done. I was like, all right, I'm gonna, for once. Oh, hold on. Was this just a Gyro miss again? Doesn't have a ton of boost right now. He's picking up pads. He even waits on that. Oh man. Shoot, I went too far. Oh no, I'm gonna miss it again. All right, Gyro. 8 boost. It's like, oh great, here comes a shot. Bro. I don't know. I don't see anything that would make him miss that. So you all can feel better about your whiffs in defense, because even Gyro does it too. That's another thing I like learning about, or I suppose showing in these videos. Like I knew it, but those of you that play Rocket League and get real angry when your teammates miss stuff like that, like even the pros do it in these situations. So cut your teammates some slack, all right? Final minute now though. And West Virginia have a total of 5 shots. St. Clair's 9. Pretty stark gap in productivity. I wish I had my stats tool up for this. See if I get some field domination stats. Nope. Sorry, everybody. I don't have field domination for this one. I don't know why Shogun was talking right there. What the trigger for that was. Alright, this is your moment. This is your moment, Tool. You got RG to beat. I don't know if he knew that RG was challenging from the bottom there. So, that's nice defense. And there's your reward. 2-0 game win. St. Clair get their first on the board. Let's go to game 3 and see how this series ends. I said game 3, I meant game 4. It's a close one. I'm a big fan of Neo Tokyo as a map, but the CRL broadcast has been using it as game 4 in their map rotation, and I feel like Neo Tokyo is a map that should be reserved for best of 7s. And I understand why you would want to use it in a best of 5. It's like, oh, it is naturally the predecessor to Champions Field in the map rotation. And so, it should be game 4 if we're not doing best of 7s in this format. But at the same time, I think not saving it for the best of 7s and using it as the game 6 map, it lessens its value to me. But I don't know. It's something I've kind of gone back and forth with. So, if you have a strong opinion on the pre-Champions Field map in a best of 5 versus best of 7, let me know in the comments. I just realized how completely nerdy that sounds. I need to I gotta stop having opinions about everything. Although I am typically not a very opinionated guy publicly. So I gotta get my opinions out somehow, and I suppose competitive Rocket League is my outlet for opinion distribution. Once again, pretty strong flurry of pressure coming out of St. Clair to open up a game. Oh, Arju's awkward now. Free backboard. Free backboard. I don't think Matt realized it, so took a slow approach to that opportunity. We'll spill my coffee. It's a nice demo. Oh, could have been such a nice goal to have. Missed opportunity for St. Clair. And I mean, for West Virginia, they haven't had a ton of strong opportunities. Nothing glaring like that. That's another awkward challenge from Gyro. Picks up the 100. It's put underneath it. That one's more forgivable than his other misses. But I don't know what's up with Gyro. Like, he is a pretty important part to West Virginia's rotations, and I have West Virginia as a top 2 team in CRL right now, so he's still pretty instrumental. But for being the RLCS caliber that he was and is, I don't know. I expect more from him in these lobbies, but I mean, he's just more of a setup guy for West Virginia. Because Matt, I mean, I think Matt is genuinely the X factor on West Virginia's lineup. He's always been a pretty fun player to watch. Never kind of had RLCS fame, but Matt is so good on the ball. But I might do an additional West Virginia replay this week because I want to look into more how they play. I did too much talking in this video, not enough studying of West Virginia and their rotations. I do love their defense. We did get to watch a good bit of West Virginia playing goal line stands. That's another missed chance. Arju comes streaking in and just puts too much of that ball towards the outside. All right, now I got a game. I was waiting for that. Jazzy will score an equalizer, and it's just a simple hit out of the corner. Finding a little seam in the West Virginia defense. Not too shabby. Now let's watch. Let's watch from fly cam how West Virginia set this up. Minute 14. They are potentially in danger of going to game 5 after having a 2-0 dominant first game and a half in this series. Dominant 2-0. Dominant first game and a half. It's good speed from Gyro. Just a simple pinch on target. A little ambitious with how RG was positioned, and that really does donate a free opportunity going the other way that Matt has to cover up. That's wow. That was risky, but it's all right. West Virginia's defense is elite. Now out to the side, just trying to beat a couple, but Archer does challenge well. But here we go. This is where you've got momentum and a demo downfield. Matt sets things up for Gyro. And Matt takes a 50-50 here. And Gyro's got so much space. This is where Matt recognizes that he's running ahead, which we've already seen in game 2 when Matt ran ahead off of a free Gyro ball in the defensive corner. Tools play in the challenges, just watching the play, but is not required as Matt and Gyro take a late lead now. 19 seconds left. Let's close it out. Go back to director cam for this. I love the Matt and Gyro Batman and Robin feel. That might be my clickbait title for this video. Matt and Gyro are the Batman and Robin of CRL. And I will let you all decide who is Batman and who is Robin. Thanks for watching, everybody. West Virginia and St. Clair in their official CRL match. A lot of CRL replays coming up this week. A lot of replays that we are watching this week. So hopefully you enjoyed. Like and subscribe and all that noise. More importantly, though, support CRL. I'll see you soon.